All right, week 15. Very exciting. Coding step for week 15, using any open API of your choice, you can find online, create a single page that allows for all 4 CRUD operations to be performed on a resource from the API. Create a React component or more if needed to represent the source, make all forms and other necessary UI pieces their own components as reasonable. Let's take a look at the code. We're gonna start out here with my main app component in app.js, .js, the heart of my application. We have multiple states initialized. Search query captures the user's search input. Selected recipe keeps track of the recipe the user selects. Edit mode toggles between viewing and editing a recipe. Recipes and is loading help fetch and display recipes from an external API based on the search query. The use effect hook ensures that whenever the search query changes, we fetch the relevant recipes from the MealDB API. Different components like search form and recipe list are rendered conditionally, offering a dynamic user experience. Take a quick look. I'm going to go ahead and post the link for the repo in the description box, so you can take a look at this in its entirety. I'm trying to move quickly through this here today. All right, next we're going to look at searching for recipes, moving to the search form.js file. This component captures the user input and updates the main app's search query state. Uses React's create element to dynamically render the form, showcasing flexibility in component rendering. Okay, I'm just going to kind of quickly go through that. Adding and editing recipes. In recipe form.js, we handle both adding and editing recipes. Local states like recipe name, instructions, and ingredients capture user inputs. On form submission, a new recipe object is constructed and added to the list of recipes using the add recipe function passed as props. Displaying recipe details over at the recipe details.js file. Details of the selected recipe are displayed. Ingredients are extracted from the recipe object, showcasing React's dynamic data handling. Users also have the option to delete a recipe with the delete functionality integrated through the handle delete function. All right, take a quick look at that. I know it's so fast, but again, the repo is going to be posted in the description box below. Listing all recipes, the recipe list.js component efficiently checks if recipes are being loaded with the is loading state. If recipes are available, they are mapped and displayed as a list. A click on any recipe updates the selected recipe state in the main app. Edge cases like no recipe found are also gracefully handled. Individual recipe display. In the recipe.js file, this component, every individual recipe's title and description are displayed. An edit button allows users to modify the recipe, demonstrating the app's CRUD functionality. Quick recipe addition. Lastly, the add recipe form.js offers a quick way to add a new recipe. On form submission, the new recipe is added using the add recipe function from POPs. In a nutshell, this recipe app is a masterpiece of React development, if I do say so myself, demonstrating efficient state management, dynamic rendering, and CRUD operations. Every component plays a pivotal role, ensuring a smooth and interactive user experience. Let's take a quick look at how this looks in the browser. Switching over to my Chrome, you can see here's my app. I've got it so that you land on 25 different recipes here. So we can either click on these and get a list. Oh, shoot. And of course, my air conditioning just kicked on. It's going to be so loud. I apologize. Or we can do, let's just reset this and we can search for recipes. Been doing a lot of pasta searching. Here we go. and it pulls up this Mediterranean pasta salad. And then I click on that, and here's all of the instructions with ingredients. I can edit it here. It's going to give me an option to edit that there. I can close it, or I can delete it. Uh-oh, it's just a JSON. It doesn't go to the back end. So we'll just go back to this. And again, sandwich, search recipes. Did I even spell that right? Pasta. There we go. Mediterranean pasta salad. So it does have an option to do all of that. I can go ahead and delete some of these. Again, I don't have a backend server connected to this particular project. It's just using the local JSON file, which to my understanding is it's just kind of like a dummy holding tank for added information. So again, this is week 15. I'm going to move on to my 16 now. And thank you for checking it out.